All right, you guys, this your boy Becky Joe with another one. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Give that video a like, hit the subscribe, ring that bell whenever I go live. That way you get those notifications. All right, let's get down to business as we're talking about the one Patrice Cullors. Now, in case you don't know who Patrice Cullors is, she's one of the co-founders of the Black Lives Matter movement. Uh, Black Lives Matter was designed to shed light on issues when it comes to police killings within the black community, right? That's what it was supposed to do, but instead, we find out that this woman, Patrice Cullors, was, taking money, and she was taking that money and basically, for all intents and purposes, funding her own lifestyle with it. It's like she was taking the causes that a lot of families had to endure when the victims were gunned down by police. So she ended up stepping down. Okay, Patrice Cullors steps down from the Black Lives Matter Foundation. Now, this article is coming from BBC News, and I'm gonna read this article and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. All right. So, Black Lives Matter co-founder says she is resigning from his foundation, not because of what she called right-wing attempts to discredit her. Now, Patrice Cullors said that yesterday was her last day at the foundation, where she has led for nearly 6 years. The 37-year-old activist finances came under scrutiny last month after it was reported she owned 4 homes. Now, the Black Lives Matter started as a hashtag in 2013 and has since become a global global movement. Now, Ms. Cullors says she would step down from the Black Lives Matter Global Network to focus on a forthcoming second book, an abolitionist handbook, and a TV development deal with Warner Brothers highlighting black stories. In a statement, she says, with smart, experienced, and committed people supporting the organization during this transition, I know that the Black Lives Matter Foundation is in good hands. The foundation's agenda remains the same: eradicate white supremacy and build life-affirming institutions. Ms. Cullors also told the AP news agency that her resignation had been planned for more than a year. It was not really related to claims that she had misused donations to acquire her property portfolio. There's no evidence to suggest she has done so. Those were right-wing attacks that tried to discredit my character, and I don't operate off what the right thinks about me. Now, the Black Lives Matter Foundation told AP in February that it had raised $90 million amid last year's racial justice protests following the murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis, Indiana. The foundation said it ended 2020 with a balance of more than $60 million after operating expenses, grants led to black-led organizations, and other expenses. Last month, the New York Post reported that Ms. Cullors, a self-described Marxist, had bought a $1.4 million luxury home in Topanga Canyon near Malibu and owned 3 other homes, including a custom ranch in Georgia. Now, Facebook banned users from sharing the story, citing privacy concerns, and a black journalist said he was locked out of his Twitter account after he posted the article. Now, conservative critics, also some black activists, also called for an investigation into whether Ms. Cullors had used the organization funds to enrich herself. In April, the foundation said that Ms. Cullors had received $120,000 between 2013 and 2019 for her work. The Black Lives Matter Foundation said in a statement that as a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization, the foundation cannot and did not commit any organizational resources towards the purchase of personal property by any employee or volunteer. Any insinuation or assertion to the contrary is categorically false. Ms. Cullis appeared to hold back tears as she told the Black News Channel last month that suggestions of financial impropriety against her were categorically untrue and incredibly dangerous. The grieving parents of Michael Brown and Breonna Taylor, two African Americans whose deaths at the hands of white police officers were often cited by Black Lives Matter, last month reportedly complained to the organization had done nothing to help them. Okay, let's talk about this because there's a lot to unpack there. What's up, T Price, Octavius TX, man? Salute to y'all. Good morning to y'all. Okay, so why would individuals complain about the very organization that's supposed to help them out not do anything for them? Because had the aforementioned names received any kind of assistance, right? Would they be complaining about the Black Lives Matter organization not doing anything for them? No. And this is what we keep talking about when it comes to grifters like Patrice Cullors and Tamika Mallory and all these other jackasses that's supposed to be so-called activists, right? So let me get this straight. You got a book deal coming out? Really? A book deal and a TV deal. What activist you know gets book deals and TV deals? If you're supposed to be this so-called person for the struggle, if you're supposed to be this person that's supposed to be for the cause, if you're supposed to be this person that's for the people, well, no activist I know that's for the people and that's for the cause and that's for the movement is taking book deals and getting goddamn on TV deals out the matter. See, Patrice Cullors is not serving the black community, despite the fact that she's running around here with Black Lives Matter this and Black Lives Matter that, and I'm for black empowerment and I'm for black, I'm for the black culture and all this other shit. But yet, nobody is benefiting from the donations that she's receiving but her. But she's supposed to be for black empowerment, right? She's supposed to be this person that's serving the community. The only thing she's serving is herself. That's the only thing she's serving. I don't like people that's self-serving. I don't like that shit. For real. A $1.4 million luxury home in Topanga Canyon. 3 other homes, including a custom ranch in Georgia. And then word also got out that she was looking at buying a home in the Bahamas. No, not the Bahamas, in Bermuda, right? In the same neighborhood as Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake. But she's supposed to be an activist. What's up, George Garber? Salute to you, homie. Good morning to you. She's supposed to be an activist, right? What activist you know is buying homes out of Bermuda? Ain't no true activist I know doing shit like that. But she's supposed to be for the black empowerment, right? See, it's hard to fight white supremacy when you got our own doing us dirty. You got her own doing us dirty to fund her own lifestyle. What's up, mental wisdom? Salute to you, man. So you mean to tell me that the family of Breonna Taylor and and the family of Michael Brown They don't get anything. Anything. They don't get nothing. And this is why I stand with Tamir Rice's mom. Because Tamir Rice's mom, because remember, after you saw that Tamika Mallory woman at the Grammy Awards, you had Tamir Rice's mom the next day in a Facebook post speak out against that. So it's not like so it's not like these individuals are backing down on the book deals and the TV deals and the extravagant lifestyle that they hold, and they have benefited based off the deaths of unarmed black men and women, right? They're no different than the Benjamin Crumps and and the Jesse Jacksons and the Al Sharptons of the world. They're no different. What's up, Mexi Metal 96.2? Salute to you, man. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. They're no different than those individuals, right? They're no different than these pulpit pimps and these pork chop preachers that approach your that sit up in your church every Sunday, weaponizing Bible scriptures to get you to give them money, right? They're no different than those individuals. They sit up there, they will quote Bible scriptures, they want to sing songs and hold hands and all that. You give them money, you figure that the money you give them will go to the actual cause that they're fighting for. But instead, you get stories of, oh, these guys having extravagant homes, and they got pools at the side of the ocean, and they got this elaborate grill, and they driving these fancy cars and all that. But it's not going to the people it's supposed to go to. It's not going to the neighborhoods. It's not going to the youth center. It's not going anywhere but to their fucking pockets. They're no different than these. Like I said before, it's no different than these preachers that go to church on Sunday. They weaponize the Bible. You give them your money. That's supposed to go to the building fund. That's supposed to go to other causes, right? You got somebody like Creflo Dollar trying to get you to give him money so he can go out there and buy a $65 million plane, right? Oh, you can't stop me. If God said I can have a $65 million plane, I can have a $65 million plane. You can't stop me from dreaming, right? That's what he said. And the motherfucker went out and bought a $65 million plane. You figure $65 million will go to the communities that are struggling out there in the area that he's representing, allegedly. You would figure that's where that money's going. But the money's not going there. Hey, my church is clean and pristine, but the neighborhood's in the slums. Meanwhile, I don't even live in the neighborhood. I'm supposed to be going in and giving a sermon every Sunday and a Bible study every Tuesday, whatever like that. I live on the other side of town in a gated community with there's security around. So her stepping down from the Black Lives Matter movement does not change the fact that the damage has already been done. And you would figure that, hey, I'm Patrice Colors. I saw the error in my ways. All these people outed me for having this extravagant lifestyle when I'm supposed to be for the culture, when I'm supposed to be for the movement, when I'm supposed to empower these people that have lost their loved one due to police violence and other senseless violence of racism and all that. I should I should, sell my homes and then take that money from the homes that I've bought and give it to these people who need it most. I need to give it to these communities that need it most. But does she do that? No, she doesn't do that. Because it's not about the community, it's about her. That's why I call the BLM MLM, right? It's not Black Lives Matter, it's more like my lifestyle matters. And salute to the homie Kwame Brown. If you're not subscribed to Kwame Brown Bus Life, subscribe to Kwame Brown Bus Life. This is kind of stuff that Kwame Brown was talking about when it comes to the Black Lives Matter organization, to the Tamika Mallory's of the world, the truth sayer who tell lies all the time, right? And you would figure she would be more transparent. You would figure she would be more transparent about her finances, about where all this money going. You're getting all these campaign donations, getting all these donations. You'd be more transparent about where the money going, so that way everything is on the up and up. And then I noticed another thing she did that really pissed me off. Right, another thing she did, she uses the same talking points that these politicians use out here. Oh man, that's just the right wingers. These right wing Republicans and these right wing extremist groups out here make me look bad. No, you make yourself look bad. They're just outing you. Because look, when an organization or when someone has an agenda against you, right? The one thing you cannot afford to do is give them ammunition. If someone, I'm gonna repeat that again. If someone is out there, if someone has an agenda against you, right? You cannot afford to give them ammunition. You cannot give them any kind of ammunition that they can use against you. And unfortunately, for Patrice Cullors, these right wingers that's out there to make her look bad, right? You gave them ammunition to use against you. And then when the report came out that the Black Lives Matter organization was not more than a front to fund your own lifestyle, well, it's not like at first, it's not like you denied the claims. All you said was, well, they just out here to make me look bad. And then you would use these big ass words, talk about is incredibly and incredibly false. And I'm gonna repeat that line what she said, right? Because this how you know she's full of shit. This how you know that she has this something out there against her, right? Any insinuation or assertion to the contrary is categorically false. Now, if someone has something, an allegation against them, right? Who the hell says categorically false? Who the fuck says that? Ain't nobody gonna come up with no goddamn write no statement talk about, oh man, any insinuation to the contrary is categorically false, and I'm incredibly offended by all this. Get the fuck out of here. Look, if a motherfucker put out an allegation against me and I know that shit not true, I'm not saying no shit, but it's categorically false and all that. I'm like, look, man, that's a fucking bullshit. Okay? And I'm gonna have my ducks lined up in the row to prove it's fucking bullshit. Salute to my homie Jacob Jennings, man. Jacob Jennings, all peace, love, and respect. I hope everything is fine during this traumatic time in your family, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I need to talk to you behind the scenes too, because I could be out in Texas in October. I'm coming to Texas in October, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, salute to my homie Jacob Jennings in the building. That's how you know she's full of shit. Why won't you release your Why would you be transparent, right, with your finances? Why? Is it you have something to hide? Okay, I'm hit you. I'm hit you up on IG. I think I follow you on IG. If not, I'll find you and follow you. Why would she be transparent with her finances then? If oh, not her personal finances. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to pocket watch her. What I'm getting at is the donations that goes to the organization that she's supposed to represent. Why won't she be transparent with that? Right? Also, between 2013 and 2019, all you allegedly said you made $120,000. Right? That's what you said. From 2013 to 2019 is only $120,000, and then from 2019 up to now, $90 million. And you say 60 million and $90 million went to 30 of those went to operating expenses and all this other stuff, right? But there's stories about her and other members within the Black Lives Matter organization funding their own lifestyle with it. She's not. She might be the biggest story, but she's not the only one, and that's why people don't give the Black Lives Matter organization the legitimacy it's looking for. Well, at least the people in the black community don't give it the they don't give it the legitimacy it's looking for. Now I might have not within the mainstream media and 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 these bootleg outlets like the Black News Channel. Mark Lamont Hill, yeah, you big dummy, right? Mark Lamont, you big dummy Hill is part of the Black News Channel, right? TV1, all these other jackass BET, they might give it the legitimacy, but if you look at the grassroots down in the trenches where the real action is being conducted, we don't give that shit no goddamn credibility. That shit is not legitimate. It's nothing more than a fraud. It's not more than a scam. Patrice Cullors and Tamika Mallory's were nothing but charlatans, right? And a charlatan, a fraud. You use another one. You over there running behind Kamala Harris last year. Oh no, not last year. 2 years ago. Yeah, it was last year. You was running behind Kamala Harris last year when she was trying to be president. You was up on CNN with Donald Lemonade, you know, trying to throw your support behind this goddamn charlatan, right? Because that's what charlatans do. And a charlatan, a fraud. Birds of a feather flock together. But yet, you leave it up to them. When they come up and do these interviews, they want to talk about all this work they putting in. Yeah, I'm putting all this work for the black community. Yeah, I'm putting. Yeah, I've gone. I've slept in tents, and I slept in. I slept behind the Capitol one night, and right there as the rats were nibbling my toes and all that, trying to get these bills passed. So okay, so let me understand something. So no bills has gotten passed, right? George Floyd police bill did not get passed, right? The Democratic Party, all they used was symbolism, right? They used the image of a Marine holding the door open for Gianna Floyd, who's the daughter of the late George Floyd, and that's what we got. Meanwhile, the Asian community, hey, we want a crime bill done. We want reparations done. Hey, you got your vice president acting like she's one of us. So, hey, time to pay up. Time to pay the piper. All right. Hey, she needs to go out here and advocate for Asian for the stop Asian hate. Done. They got all that. They got all the tangibles and then some. But yet, black people, when it comes to black folks, on the other hand, we get symbolism. We get an image of a Marine. He looked like a sergeant, right? We get a sergeant Marine holding the door before Gianna Floyd. We get Nancy Pelosi and all her other constituents wearing dashikis and taking knees and scarves with African insignia on it, and she's taking a knee at the Capitol. That's the kind of shit we get, and that's supposed to be some kind of moving, touching imagery, because he who controls the image controls the mind, right? And these aforementioned examples I've given are used as a front to show that the Democratic Party is putting in that work for the black community, when in fact they have not done anything of the such. Because when you ask them for reparations, or well, just not feasible, or that's not something we got to talk about right now. We got to talk about this after the election. Well, guess what? God damn it! 4 months has passed. 5 months has passed since the election. Where the fuck are our tangibles at? Asians got it. Y'all signed it with the stroke of a pen. But black people gotta wait. And yet, you leave it up to these roly polies and these other jackasses out here that's supposed to be for these for black empowerment, right? Because Roland Martin, he keeps it funky all the time, right? No, you don't keep it black. You don't keep it funky. The only thing that's funky about Roland Martin is his fucking body odor. That's the only thing funky about Roland Martin, right? Hey, Jacob Jennings. Hey, did that fat Porky Pate looking motherfucker came by your town the other day? Jacob Jennings, if you're still in the building, did that motherfucker come by your job? Right? And if you did, and if he did, I need to know about it. Anyway, they give him the platform to talk that shit. But yet, the black grassroots, we can see through that motherfucker. See, yeah, I know he fake. I know that motherfucker fake. You ain't gotta tell me. I know that motherfucker is fake. He ain't nothing but a self-serving, grifting son of a bitch too. He tried to go up in North Carolina, talk, but he'd be at the front lines. Yeah, he rolled up in North Carolina, and them motherfuckers ran his ass up out of there. Salute to my brothers and sisters down there in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Understanding what's real and what's fake. Who there to serve the black community versus who's there to serve themselves and their own interests. And they saw through Roland Martin like goddamn 10 pieces like a they saw through him like a fucking hole in a baseball bat. Yeah, they knew what he was all about. That motherfucker ain't there to serve nobody. Fuck him. Yeah, ain't nothing. Well, he over there talk about he be on the front lines. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You can't break. You look that motherfucker out there in the goddamn. That motherfucker left the hood. He can't come back. Yeah, he think he the shit. You know what I'm saying? No shit. That motherfucker really think he doing something. God damn it. Him and goddamn Patrice Cullors, man. Give the money back. Patrice Cullors. Give that goddamn money back you stole from all those people. That's all you gotta do. Give the money back. And maybe motherfuckers won't have to be be all over your ass. But you keep on buying these homes, right? Got elaborate pool. You got a video game room, a movie theater. You got all this. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised the next home you buy got a goddamn golf course behind it, right? All you gotta do is give the money back, bitch. That's all you gotta do. Give that motherfucking money back. You and that other woman, Tamika Mallory. Talk about well, for the black community to get in they tangible, it's just not that simple. What the fuck you talking about, woman? The fuck you mean? She said that show in the episode of Drink Champs, right? The fuck you mean? It's not that simple. It's very simple. Get a fucking pen, get a piece of paper with an executive order on it, and sign that bitch. It's not that simple, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You say he said he was going off on his production crew. Well, why was he going off on his production crew? Hey, I put a link to the chat. Hey, you gotta tell hey Jacob Jennings, if you can't, I put a link to the chat. You gotta come in and tell us this story, bro. You gotta tell us this story. I cannot wait. If you can, please come in and tell us this story. This shit, man. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, until Jacob gets in the building, man. Man.
What's good, LB?
Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so what happened, yo?
Eric Johnson, what's up, baby?
What's up, dog? How you doing?
All right. Man, so when they first pulled up, right? They pulled up in this van. Look like a big old cargo, kind of like a cargo van. Look like a production van, right? And then so his crew and stuff was taking their stuff up, because then I guess they from DC or something like that. And they know what they was doing, so I had to go help them bring their stuff up. And well, I wasn't like helping them bring their stuff up. They was carrying their own stuff. So when it was time, when he was getting ready to go, I guess when he was ready to come up, because we had to like bring him through a service elevator because of where his vehicle and stuff was at. And his production was trying to get all of the equipment, stuff like that. So when he finally got out, he was standing there right by one of the little dock doors. It's like, like you go into a basement, but they have like those doors where they go up and down, the electronic ones.
Yeah.
And so he was standing right there. And I spoke to him and stuff like that. And he didn't acknowledge. He didn't say, "Hey, how you doing, brother?" Nothing like that. Because basically he was coming there to talk about, one of the candidates that's running for mayor here. That's she's supposed to be the first black mayor here in Fort Worth, in our city, right? So that's basically what he was coming to talk about. So, man, he started talking. The production. He's like, "Hey, what is it? What is it? Come on, we gotta go." I mean, he was talking crazy to him and stuff like that. He's like, "What is it? Come on, we gotta go." And then, the pastor that had invited him to come speak was like, he was what was he saying? He said something about what Roland was supposed to be doing and stuff like that. And he was like, "Tell pastor he need to stick with preaching, and I stick to the talking and TV." The dude is kind of arrogant, man. I ain't gonna lie, dog. Real talk, bro. I was this close. If Roland Martin, I started to say, "Hey, man, why you let that 21-year-old kid how you feel about a 21-year-old kid with what he was saying and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I went back and watched the interview. I wanted to say something. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do that because that'll get to my boss, and then I'll probably get fired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
he
it
man,
ain't
trying
really
to.
motherfucker
worth
would
it.
do some
You
shit
know what
like
I'm saying?
that too, man. I wouldn't put it past
Yeah,
that bastard too.
he big as a hoe to do some fuck shit like that. As big as that nigga head is, so it wouldn't surprise me from a hoe ass nigga like that to do something like that.
Yeah, man, that nigga fake though. Real talk, LB, man, you is so. When I say you is so right about rolling, bro, that nigga is fake. Eric, real talk. That nigga, I'm telling you, Roland Martin, that motherfucker an asshole, bro. I'm glad I do not
Talking
work
about
for
he
that
gonna be
nigga.
on the front line.
Huh?
Talking about he gonna be on the front lines. I said this nigga
Man,
talking about he gonna be on the front lines. Only front lines he gonna be on is the front lines of a Golden Corral buffet. Fuck that nigga, man.
you know what? To be honest, shoot, he a little big. I thought he was kind of. He not. I thought he was shorter than that. I'm like, damn, that nigga about six. He at least about 6'1", 6'6". He at least about six. He at least 6 feet. He bigger than me though. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't no big old big. I'm like, so I'm like Pacquiao size. You know what I'm saying? Man, Pacquiao height. You know what I'm saying? But you know, other than that, man, still,
Right.
man, that nigga was on his phone the whole time. I promise, he did not even. He didn't say nothing to me. That nigga didn't even say thank you for helping my crew, or
Mm.
none of that shit. I'm like, nigga, if
Mm.
we was in prison,
Nigga
I'll
didn't
go put
offer
this
you no
battery
money in
acid in
there.
you,
You
fool.
think to do
Nigga, do that nigga like DMX.
that.
Give it this. Yeah, but yeah, that's like I said, man. That dude ain't real, bro. Y'all so right on that dude. It was a trip when I seen. I said, I thought it was a joke. This nigga really coming, and I was like, and I know you talk about him all the time, but I've always had a funny. I always had this funny feeling about him, just watching him. You know, I used to watch him, but nah, man, just yeah. So yeah, man, you so right on that dude, man. Talking about donations. Like donations. Nigga, you got your own. What you mean? Donations.
Yeah, nigga, donate. Yeah, donate to my light bill and my rent, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Shit. Need to donate some Jenny Craig, motherfucker. Need to donate some to the gym membership, nigga. Why you always
Right.
talking about you fighting for brothers and sisters, but you want people to be voting for the Democratic Party when they ain't doing shit for nobody, but they doing shit for Asians and illegal immigrants and everybody else, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Right. Right. Yeah. But he he's definitely, like I said, uh it's sad because all these people was just so, it's like, man, all these people is like so buffooned. I mean,
So
bruh,
excited
I
to
ain't
see
never
these
seen so
niggas.
many fake people around. Man, there was so many, man, bruh, that bruh, I ain't gonna lie, that was the worst. It was so many fake folk that was there.
Yeah, see, man, roly poly, man. I knew that motherfucker was fake. I knew that motherfucker ain't had no good intentions to be there, other than to serve his own goddamn agenda and shit. Fuck that fat motherfucker.
Yeah. Yup. Yeah, man. So that's the look, look. Hey, that you know what that tell me? That tell me that, brothers, we got to start putting our money into each other. Real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? LB, sooner or later, you look, they gonna start they gonna they gonna start coming after you because you already a step ahead of the game. But once you start getting big, start getting bigger, and watch. Because here's the deal, you cover it. As we talk about sports and basketball and stuff like that, right? But you talking about stuff that we should be talking about, on the regular. And it's not just you, but you like one of the few that's actually talking about politics and you know what I'm saying? Actually responding to to these so-called black podcasts, well, now I want to do podcasts, but radio, TV, and stuff like that. Because, like I said, they got their own agenda, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't got no agenda. My agenda is for black empowerment, and I'm only for black people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, exactly. That's why I said that. That's why I'm saying that we gotta put our money into each other. So supporting you because you keeping it a buck and keeping it real. You see what I'm saying? You actually educating us. You educate me on a lot of stuff, man. And I'm 38. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. We can all learn from each other, bro. You know, I'm 41. I'm
Mhm.
still learning. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
Right.
bro.
We all
And man, I always appreciate you for donating to the channel, and I always
Oh
appreciate
yeah.
Eric Johnson for coming in and shedding light
Oh.
on things or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Because look, it don't
Mm-hmm.
matter how young you are or how old you are, everybody can bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. But when you look at cats like him, I mean, man, like I said, just the way he was talking to his own production crew was like, damn, man, like, damn, bro, you rude. Shit, just keep it a buck. Ain't no kinda to it, nigga. You rude. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
crazy, bro.
damn, you could at least thank the person that was helping y'all, showing y'all around. You niggas cocky.
Yeah, like you supposed to go out your way for him. See, it's motherfuckers like him that with that kind of attitude because it's porky pig motherfuckers like him and stink pussy hoes like goddamn Tamika Mallory and shit like that. They think they celebrity. They Z-list celebrities, right? Thinking that,
Yeah.
oh well, when they come around your time, you're supposed to roll out the red carpet them and treat them like royalty. You're supposed to give them the royal treatment and they give you the royal fuck. No, bitch, that's not how that fucking works.
Right. Right.
I'm supposed to be just this motherfucker. I did 20 years in the military. You think I'm supposed to I'm gonna roll out the red carpet for you and you treat me like shit? Fuck you, fat motherfucker. That boiler
Man.
ball head. Fuck. When you told me that story just now, I am not surprised, bro. I am not surprised by what you said.
And I kid you not, I mean, I wish I had my damn phone out so I can show you how he was talking to me.
Oh my God, have mercy, bro.
And he was like, "What is it? Come on, we gotta go." That nigga was talking shit, man. That nigga was talking shit. He was yelling at him like. And then he was like, because the pastor that had invited him, you know what I'm saying? He's a member. He's actually a member there. He was trying. He
He's
was like,
actually a member of that
"Oh, yeah,
church?
pastor was saying this, huh?"
Wow.
He said, "Pastor was saying this. You tell pastor to stick to preaching and not stick to TV." Now, all this was before he even got up there. Before he got up there, but he was saying this in the elevator. I ain't say nothing. Man, I just taking it all in. Let him say what he say. And I ain't finna interject what he said or nothing like that. But I did want to ask him about that interview with that 21-year-old kid, young brother. I want to see if he was gonna say something.
Eric Johnson, what you got on all this, man?
That nigga wasn't gonna say that. That nigga wasn't gonna say that. He was trying to look for the next vending machine. He was trying to get some donuts. He wasn't thinking about helping the black community. He just trying to fatten his pocket. He one of these flash dance ass niggas. He be all in the videos, tap dancing, doing the wobble, the electric slide. Every dance he do for white supremacy, we know. We already done seen his tap dancing skills. We already done seen what he do for these white women like Hillary Clinton out here. So imagine what he gonna do for Joe Biden to get a position in the White House.
Did y'all see him last week at the awards, the TV One Awards?
Nah, I don't watch
Hold
this
on,
shit.
rolling.
I don't watch that shit neither, but it popped up on my Twitter timeline.
Mm-mm.
You know, I don't watch none of them over their
Okay.
shows.
I just see him now doing the cha-cha slide.
Like I said, man, I think I quit watching him because at first I was like, I thought honestly at one point when I first seen him, I thought maybe he was, supposed to be for black folks, stuff like that. But man, I don't know. After a while, I kept watching him, started getting a funny feeling, watching him and this dude don't seem right. You know what I'm saying? Then
Right.
shit, seen it for myself from first hand, man.
This
Just how he talked to his crew.
Southern True Colors once some checks start coming, and niggas be switching up and stuff on you.
Man, them niggas was, oh yeah, man, whatever he say, shit. Nah, like rolling shit, nigga. It's offset, nigga. Get your ass whooped.
Hey, I got a question for you. I'm gonna share a screen with y'all real quick. I'm hey. Hey, was he dressed like this?
Yeah, he had on a if you go onto the live or the page, he had on some kind of
Feel like he got a dress
African.
in.
There's some kind of African shirt or suit, what you want to call it on.
What the fuck is that?
Nigga look
Huh?
pregnant. Look at his stomach.
Oh, that was funny what he had. Damn, he dressing like what's his name? What's the Tyler Perry show?
Oh, Meet the Browns?
Yeah.
Meet the Browns. Yeah, Mr.
I ain't
Brown.
lying. He dressing like Brown.
Oh, That nigga was dressed up like he was a sofa from the 70s.
Ain't lying, nigga. Had the white pop, them Tic Tac shoes like on Wayans Brothers.
Hey, he was just like old boy off a different world back in the 90s and shit, man.
Yeah.
Look at it, that's him again.
Yeah, he had something like that on.
Wow. And look
Yeah,
at
he had something like that on, but it was like maroon or reddish, what color? Like, yeah.
Wow. Man, for this dude that's supposed to be so hip, right?
Dog, I don't even know if I'm gonna be cool with that pastor no more for bringing that nigga up there.
What the fuck is that, yo?
Yep. Man, when I seen that, I said, damn. I'm like, damn, what the hell this nigga got on, man? First thing I said.
Straight up minstrel show for these niggas, man. Straight up minstrel show.
But shoot, LB, bro, you deserve way more for calling this dude out.
Man, look, you see motherfuckers like, man, and this how I knew this motherfucker was fake, right? So one day I went on Twitter and I sent him a message, right? I'm like, hey, what? I asked him, like, why do we need to go out and vote if neither party gonna do nothing for us, right? And he was like, are you crazy? The Democratic Party has done way more for the black community and all. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, you fucking kidding me? They haven't done shit. See, at least the Republican Party be like, oh man, but we ain't trying to do shit for y'all. But no, this motherfucker.
They out front with their racism. We ain't doing shit for you niggas. And I can respect them. This motherfucker telling you to go vote for these motherfuckers. They hoping that you get out there and vote for these motherfuckers. They giving you glimpses of images of like, when you vote for us, we can do this for you. We can do that for you. We got this fat face motherfucker Roland Martin. niggas out there and vote. But come time election day, when I get in the office, I'm doing shit for everybody else, and I'm just using y'all niggas, man. So basically, he just telling y'all that we ain't gonna do shit for y'all. We just using this platform to get the message out there because we can't do it up front. You're gonna use your own people against you to get your ass out there and vote. They're gonna use images and commercials like strippers and shit to get you out there to vote. They're gonna use everything in their power to get you out there and vote. At least Republicans are upfront with their racism. I can respect them motherfuckers to tell you that we ain't gonna vote, we ain't gonna do nothing for you niggas.
Mm-hmm. But you let roly poly tell it, or but you just hold out. You wait and see. Fat
Yeah, man.
motherfucker.
You wait and see until
Dog.
Mr. Biden get in the office.
Oh no, my bad. Go ahead, Eric. My bad.
Democratic Party is better than the Republican Party. Democratic Party is better than the Republican Party. That's the shit. That's the shit that they'll say.
Yeah, motherfucker. That fucking bowling ball head, wrecking ball, running his goddamn mouth. I'm trying to find that video of that motherfucker dancing.
Yeah,
Not that
somebody he's
video
on
when he
that
does.
stage.
No, not
Oh
when he
yeah,
does
you
the
showed it
wobble.
last time with the Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, not that one. Not that one.
That's the one with Hillary Clinton. Okay.
No, I showed that one. That's not the one I'm talking about. This is actually a more recent one.
Okay.
I'm trying to find that video where that motherfucker was dancing, boy. Woo! God damn, I can't find the goddamn video. I can't find the goddamn clip. They must have took it down and the motherfucker was getting roasted on.
Turn that
The motherfucker was probably getting roasted.
You turn that cha-cha slide on, you gonna clear the whole dance floor the way he be walking.
Fat mother. Yeah, fucking bowling ball head. I bet that motherfucker take out the side of McDonald's. If you don't buy it out.
Man,
I bet he got hella stock in McDonald's and shit. All fast food restaurants. He got all Bitcoin stocks and shit.
Bitcoin. You got Bitcoin McDonald's? That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have that motherfucker whole shit.
Man, this bitch.
So what we
hell
talking?
no.
I wouldn't have that motherfucker whole shit. The only thing I have him hosting is, maybe on July 4th he can have Nathan's hot dog eating contest. He can host that shit. Or, if they have some local barbecue joint awards and all that out there in Houston somewhere, yeah, he can host that shit. Right? He can host that, but he can't be hosting no fucking awards and shit. What the fuck? Fuck that. So okay, Exeter Hamlin. So salute to Exeter Hamlin in the building, right? Early in the stream, right, we were talking about Patrice Cullors. Now, Patrice Cullors, the Black Lives Matter founder who resigned after allegations of her funding her own lifestyle was got out. So I'm going to ask the panel. So what do you make of Patrice Cullors stepping down from Black Lives Matter after her whole affair got outed?
Is that the woman that was taking the money and buying a house and stuff with?
She bought 4 houses with it.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah.
hey, you didn't really have our interests at heart, man. I mean, you would be considered a outcast, uh, for even knowing that. I mean, did you buy that house and give it to somebody, or be different if she did that. If she was buying a house as she gave it to a family that was, single, family or something like that with a family that with children or something like that needed a home. I would respect it if she did that, but if she did it for her own personal gain, no, I can't respect that.
Yeah.
It
You
don't
got
really
this, Eric
surprise
Johnson.
me that a motherfucker like that would be out here taking from their own people, and the parents of these people that been killed by police. Okay, it don't really surprise me that she would do some shit like that because the parents of the victims that was killed by the police was coming out saying that where the money at? We see you shining, we see you buying houses and shit in different states and different countries. And she thinks she can distract somebody with them big ass titties though, but black people have woken up so much by all these distractions and stuff that we see you out here living a glamorous life. How you gonna be about black people when you moving in the suburbs with white folks and shit? When they the one out here fucking with people. So, these bitches ain't activists. These motherfuckers wanna be celebrities. They wanna be celebrities. They wanna be all on love and hip hop like this people at F face ass bitch Tamika Mallory and shit want to be at award shows and shit, doing speeches that don't really mean shit, dressing up like the Silver Surfer and shit. But it don't really surprise me that you got false prophets out here that just making money off black death and shit. Cause this shit is basically a business for these motherfuckers. They getting with the worst of the worst in the industry that try to fatten their pockets. They ain't really out here fighting for black people. So it don't really surprise me that her fat ass would just duck and run and shit and just get away from like the controversy.
Right. Hey, shout out to the underrated darkness in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Exodore Hamlin. So, you got what you got on what we talking about here when it comes to Patrice Colors?
Well, I'd like to say thanks to the chat people, thanks to LB, thanks to the arts community people that's doing it right. I'm just, only thing I gotta say, I'm just tired of some of us just following along with these people that try to say they for the black people, they're not, and we keep on spending our money because we think it's gonna help out what's going on in the street, somebody that's getting killed, and they're not doing it. They profit off of us pain every time, just like the government every time. I mean, it's very simple to see it. I mean, we can't say the white man holding us back. It's us. Until us get ready and want to stop doing stuff, and see what's going on, we were always gonna be behind. That's all.
All right, man. I appreciate you for giving your insight on that. The underrated darkness. What's good with my brother?
Yeah, peace to you and everybody. My condolences to you, brother Jacobs, brother Jennings, man. My continued condolences. Well, man, ain't no surprise. She took the money. Off the backs of black men. You know, she got paid for it. It should be a lesson that the women will listen to this. It should be a lesson that you think you with the system, and look what happened. It turned against you. But the worst thing about it turned against your own people. So I'm not surprised. It's what it is. What it is. That's why it's so important us as black men. We gotta stick together much more than ever. No matter where you live at, no matter what occupation you at, no matter what we go to, we gotta stick together much more often. We gotta have these conversations. We just cannot think that we better than somebody because we got more of this, more of that.
Yeah.
That's the way
You
I
right.
look at it.
Yeah, you right about that.
Yeah, yeah. We got to continue to have these dialogues and all that because that's the only way Because this is the thing: when it comes to white supremacy, when it comes to grifting, there's an ever evolving process, right? Now she's going to get out, and Tamika Mallory's going to get out, and some new person going to come along, right? Some new person going to come along, act like they for the cause and for the people, and then, you know, the problem with that
Something
is,
gonna happen. Yep. Something gonna happen in the community. Then they're gonna try to raise some money for the next black person.
yeah,
Recycle.
yeah,
It's a
it's a
revolving
recycle
door.
Cycle
process.
repeat. It's gonna be an everlasting cycle. Cycle repeat.
Yeah, it's gonna be an everlasting cycle. It's gonna be up to us to break that shit, right? It's gonna be up to us to break that, right? And we got, and on top of that, we also got to be careful of, letting foxes in the hen house and letting snakes in the and keeping our grass cut for these snakes out here. There's a lot of people doing shit for the wrong reasons, man, and that would make the fight more difficult. How are we supposed to get these bills passed? How are we supposed to combat white supremacy when we got to sit here and fight our own? And then when we call these guys out for this shit, then you got some jackass who don't know nothing, they ain't understand what the fuck's going on, right? So, man, what you doing, man? You just out here trying to bring another black man down, right? But this black man right here is trying to bring us down the process, and then when we call him out on his shit, then all of a sudden now we wrong? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but the one thing, LB, I know you talk about this in the past and other brothers too, but now it's a system. This is what I'm saying. I'm tired for us. We calling out black man for their wrong shit, right? But when we call out for some black woman, it's wrong too. But it's gotta be more. It's gotta be more black women call these sisters out too. That's selling us out too. They gotta step up to the plate. They got to get pressure too. We just cannot be laying back and everything. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm at. Y'all got to call them out too, because they not just hurting. They hurting our community too.
But
They
I
they
got
get.
one more. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm just saying they got to get called out. They got to call them out too. Cannot be just us all the time. Us black men.
All right, Jacob James, man, I appreciate you for coming in the chat room, man. You know what I'm saying? Telling us that story, but that fat pig who should be rotated on the spit. I'm talking about Roller Martin. Yeah, man. You're right, though, underrated. They gotta be more sisters out here want to call out the buffoonery from these, from the Tamika Mallory's of the world and all that, all these feminist groups, out here. Because I find it funny that I didn't hear not one feminist group calling these women out on this shit.
I got one question I want to
It
ask
don't
the
surprise
panel.
me that they won't call them up. They're a part of the damn problem.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm not saying this to go against a woman. I love black women and everything else, but a woman was not meant to be a leader for the people. She's supposed to be the backbone of that black man. See, they wanted to be like us, and they don't supposed to be like that. If you say you're a Christian woman, then how can you be a Christian woman and you trying to be like us? You were not made for that. So you already outstanding your line anyway. You need to go back to your line where you supposed to be at. That's
Man,
all.
look, bro. So I got a story about that, right? So I was at this probably about like 2006. I will never forget this thing. So I was at a Bible study one night, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so me and my girlfriend at the time went to the Bible study, and so we sitting there, and the pastor was talking about the word submit. And so when I heard that, as soon as that pastor said that word, you just said all these black women in the church, all day young stuff. Oh boy, oh no, I submit to the word. You're like, oh, All you heard was a whole bunch of moaning and groaning in the church. Oh, I'm not submitting myself to no man. You know, I was like, oh boy, here we go. And I was like, and then I look at my girlfriend and she's like,
when you
I
lay
submit to
down,
you.
when you,
I'm
hey,
like,
when you
oh.
lay down and make love to a man, you submitting to him. So how you gonna say you never submitted?
It's
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, man. So when you bring up that word submit, they think that word is they confuse that word. They confuse that word for control.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'm not submitting no man. Ain't no man because I ain't submitting no man. Ain't no man because that's not what he's talking about. But yeah, but see,
No,
motherfuckers don't understand. When you don't understand, you make ignorant comments. Talk about confusing the word submission for control.
Mm-hmm.
but you know what? But I'm saying but some be submissive to other men and other races, right? Go figure
Oh
that
yeah,
out.
they better be. They better get in line.
Yeah, so let me get this straight. When it comes to a black man, oh man, I ain't submitting no man.
They
But if a
trying to get
white
those
man came
trinkets.
out,
They're
a
trying
rich
to
white
get
man
submitted.
came out, start showering you with gifts and all that, and talk about,
I ain't
man,
submitting to that nigga.
Hey
hey,
man,
mama,
hey boo. And,
that
well,
man said
you
be,
know, LB.
be naked at
Oh,
9 o'clock.
God.
You be naked by
I
8:30.
better handle my white daddy.
Oh, but don't you cannot leave out the white guy. You gotta say the
They
Chinese
do that with
daddy,
everybody else.
daddy, the Russian daddy. You can't leave them out now. We can't do that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Everybody else except the black man, they want to call us niggas. Oh, you niggas ain't shit. You niggas ain't doing nothing. But if a white dude walk up to you and say, "You the most beautiful thing ever in the world," oh, you so sweet. We say that shit every day. Oh, nigga, you don't mean that shit, nigga. You see all these bitches every day. You don't mean that shit. But if a white motherfucker or anybody else say that shit, oh, you're the sweetest person ever. I never had a compliment like that before.
Yo, let me tell you what happened to me a few weeks ago. I went to Wawa, right? I went did some food shopping, so I had a cat take me to Wawa because I wanted to give me a sandwich, right? So I hold the door, being nice for this black, these few black women, right? They ain't say nothing to me. It was this white woman, right? She said, "Thank you so much, baby." I wish they could have said thank you at least. And she winked at me too. Lick her tongue and wink at me. Thank you. A
Huh?
white woman. White woman, yes. White,
Mm.
yes.
mm-mm-mm.
Bug me out though. Make me want to get a goddamn bed and drink my sandwich when I get home. I ain't lying to you. I drink this shit. I was supposed to do a live shit. I said, let me instead of do a live 2 o'clock, let me push this live 4 o'clock. I gotta drink over this shit. I sure did eat my sandwich and shit. Got me some Miller High Life. Man, I put my glass in the freezer for like 35 minutes. Man, I said, yeah, I gotta drink this shit. Hold the fuck up. Let me assess this shit. I hold the door for 3 or 4 black women. They didn't say nothing. It was a white woman. She went there. She looked good and everything. And she winked, she got body and everything. She looked at me, wink her eye at me, and lick her tongue, said, "Thank you." I had to drink on that shit. I said, "What the fuck going on? What's up, man?"
Some white women knows our worth. They know. They know.
Yeah, man, I shoot mess around after I went back to the store and got me another beer because I gotta assess this shit. Y'all gonna know, man. I got I gotta assess this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
it's
hey,
happening.
y'all,
It does happen.
yeah. But I'm gonna catch y'all back again. I'm gonna watch these clothes. Y'all have a good day, y'all.
Uh,
You too, man. Be safe out here, man.
yeah, please be
All right, you
safe.
shit up.
Peace to you and your family, man.
Yeah, man. This shit crazy, man.
Yeah, man,
You
it
know,
be like that with certain people and shit.
I read a quote the other day that's so fitting, right? Look, smart people don't tell you how smart they are. Rich people don't tell you how wealthy they are. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, and but con men do. Rich people don't tell you how wealthy they are. Fucking smart people don't tell you how smart they are. Con men do. And Patrice Cullors is a fucking con woman.
But you notice that the news, they ain't really talk about it. You notice that, right?
Of course not. Why would they talk about that?
They ain't talking about it. She got a house, y'all, for $3.5 million.
It's the news.
Yeah. And then look at this. And she had been scamming or they've been scamming over people for a long time. And nobody want to talk. No, probably nobody don't want to talk about it. So I tell people, go figure that out.
Yeah. Shit crazy, man.
I was thinking about, LB, I was really thinking about doing a live about this too, really. But you beat me to it. What's up?
Yeah, man. I had to talk about it, bro. I had to talk about this.
You're right. It needs to be discussed because I'm just, LB, we talked and everything. I'm just tired that while us as black men, we had to bring up the wrongdoings of the black man and the black woman. But when it comes to us as a people, I told my some black women, they want to tell how wrong we are, what we did wrong in our community. But you have a woman, a queer, that proven that she had tricked us. I mean, not us, but some of us, and y'all don't want to say nothing about it. This is the same group that is against the nucleus of the black family, especially young black boys. And y'all still don't want to say nothing about it. And it's public. And as you know, just like LB is talking about, this is public record. So I know you'll see it, but I understand you hate black men. Go some system. That's real good.
Yeah.
They talk shit about a black man all day, but when it comes to one of their sisters, they ain't gonna say him when they doing some bullshit. Like if somebody out here doing something positive, say something about it. But you always all on the motherfucker's back talking about, oh, this nigga ain't doing this. He don't make enough money. He can't take care of me. But see, if the brother trying, you should be boosting that brother confidence up. You just can't keep bringing the motherfucker confidence down. You gonna end up getting away from your ass and finding somebody else. Then when you see a brother with anybody else besides a black woman, they want to start tripping and bitching and shit. But you have to look at yourself as a black woman and be like, what the fuck did I do? But all black women ain't like that though. It's just a few of these bitches out here that think like that with that mentality. They always want to talk about black men, but just boost up everything.
Yeah. Hey, since we on here, right? Since we talk about con men and con women, right? What's up, J Dog? Salute to my homie J Dog in the building. Go subscribe to J Dog FBA. Hey, let's talk about Obama, right? So a couple of days ago, Obama came out and says that the former president Barack Obama came out and said that institutional constraints kept them from commenting on killings of Black Americans. Now, what do y'all make of that?
Do you want the sugarcoat truth or you want the truth?
I don't want no goddamn sugarcoat, man. Get out of here. I don't know about sugarcoat it.
Yo, I'm saying like, that's what I think about it.
That sounds like a Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Nah, we ain't talking. Well, we can say moon. Well, he moonwalking a whole lot. Come on, he don't think he don't. I'm not not surprised either. I'm not surprised on him. He was never support. He never supported black people. He used us as a pawn and pushed policies for others. He don't have he don't have the guts to really stand up for our people. Especially black men get
Yep.
I mean, there's black women get shot in the streets too by cops. Yes, y'all do. So let me say that. But mostly black men, they'll stay there. He's not gonna do that. So he gotta play possum. But if you play possum, shut up. It don't make no sense. Just shut. If you ain't got nothing to say, just shut up. So he needs to be quiet because you have not changed.
Would you go on
That
this,
nigga
Eric
still the
Johnson?
same nigga he was when he was president. Ain't about shit and ain't gonna do shit. And straight up shit. It don't surprise me that a nigga like that will be out here talking that stupid shit. Like you had every power. You was in a position of power where you could have did anything, and most of the time you wasn't doing shit for nobody except other races of people and shit. You doing shit for gay people and doing shit for illegal immigrants. But when it's black folks' turn, you want to get the much mouth. You want to be out here saying I didn't have no power. I couldn't do nothing but shit. If President Joe Biden is showing us that shit, it only take a pen and his it only take a pen and his signature to get shit done. So when you was in the position of power for those 8 years, you could have done something. But you out here talking about you couldn't do this and do that. It really don't make no sense how these dudes be trying to come out once their presidency is over with and they try to cover up all the wrongings they were doing by these false preachings and stuff. It really pissed me off. So it ain't surprised that a coon ass nigga like No Obama would be out here just trying to cover up the dirt.
Mm-hmm. What's up, J Dog? Hey, so we talked about the Black Lives Matter lady stepping down because her. Now she tried to make it sound like she had other projects to work on and all that, but really though her whole thing got outed and that's why she stepped down. That's the truth of
Yeah,
the matter.
I believe that's the real reason why she's trying to not play the victim and stuff. She's trying to shrug it off and stuff like that. But yeah, it is because you get outed. You're buying houses in predominantly areas that don't include your people for what? And you're doing it off the backs of dead black people, and that's why people like Breonna Taylor's mother, Mike Brown's father, Tamara Rice's mother. That's why they called her and Tamika Mallory and all of them out. Tamika Mallory, the woman that got this book coming out, so they're trying to use her. And she is saying all the stupid stuff like sexism is more dangerous than racism and stuff. All these con artists. And yeah, as far as with Obama, it seems they didn't stop him with the LGBT stuff, the Alphabet Academy stuff, and the helping immigrants. But it seems that all of a sudden, when it came to helping Black Americans, Foundation of Black Americans, there seemed to always be this pressure, this blockage. I wonder why.
Yeah,
And that's why we can't trust these people.
Nope. And then what makes it harder for someone who's new on the come up, trying to do the right thing and all that. Their plights gonna be met with resistance as well because we have so many evidence of people out there being lying, grifting thieves and shit.
Yes. I think Harvey Superboy, the guy who does the channel called Your World, he said it best. What's gonna happen is because the current black leaders ain't doing nothing to help the black community, new black politicians, new black leaders they're gonna catch hell trying to come up. Even if they are up and up, it's gonna be hard because with so many sellouts, black people don't want to trust these people. And it's unless of course you have to like really, really, really show that you're in it for our people. Uh, and you can thank people like the congressional whack con artist and Chameleon Harris for why we can't. And this is why Tariq is also like, we don't need a leader. The code's the leader. That's another thing. Stop following the leader. The code, except for the code. The code should be the only leader.
Right. It should not be an individual person. It should be the ideology, right? Shout out to my sister Gwen Marie in the building. Because think about this, J Dog and Eric Johnson, underrated darkness. Think about this, right? Remember last year, motherfucker was going around here tearing down statues and all that, right? What did that do?
Other than
Providing the cities a fucking big
Not a
ass
damn
building.
thing.
They didn't do a goddamn thing, right? Because all these races out here, we got to take down the statues of all these races and all that. But the racism, the ideology is the racism. It still exists. You still got white people calling black people niggas, and on an equal scale. Look at what happened a couple of days ago during the NBA playoffs. You had Russell Westbrook getting popcorn poured on him, Trae Young getting spat on, John Morant's family getting heckled by goddamn fans and shit.
yeah, that's the thing. Just because
Don't
you
make
get
no damn sense. And I just want to say something about that too. Oh my bad, J Dog. You go. My bad.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. What I was about to say is, yes, you may have got rid of racist characters, changed the names of schools, but the problem is you still have the system. The system is still intact. The ideology of white supremacy is still intact, and it's not just in white people; it's in non-white people too. Even black people who have white supremacist technology is in them. You have to, in order to truly get rid of racism and anti-black racism, you have to get rid of the mindset of anti-black racism. You got to get rid of the system of anti-black racism. Otherwise, it's still going to harm us. No statues and schools and stuff. That's just the start. These are just buildings and places and things. It's the mindset. It's the ideology that you have to get rid of. And that's what's going to kill racism, anti-black racism in particular.
And I just want to go back on what LB said about the NBA players getting disrespected. The Knicks game, and I'm not the biggest basketball person like that, but the way that those New York Knicks fans just spit on that dude Trae Young, that was just blatantly disrespectful. The NBA need to be ashamed of themselves because they have the power to regulate these fans and shit, but they don't want to do it. They like seeing those black players out there and other players out there being disrespected and shit. And this has happened on numerous occasions with the brother Russell Westbrook and shit. So basically, it could have been Malice in the Palace all over again. And it's gonna come a time that one of these players is gonna just snap on these fans for just blatantly disrespecting them. They out there to prove that they can play the game of basketball, and you out there just blatantly disrespecting them. It gonna come a time when dudes like that gonna have to regulate one of these fans, and it already happened years ago. So the NBA should have learned their lesson with the Malice in the Palace situation when it happened. Y'all need to start disrespecting these brothers and actually regulate these fans when they do.
Yeah, that is true. Now, I'm glad that a couple of the people that was disrespecting Russell Westbrook got banned from those stadiums, but you're going to have to do more security. I mean, these people are your employers, all right? They make you your money, yet they can't get protection. You got to sometimes protect your employers. You got to protect your players. They are the ones that's making the money for the league.
Yeah,
Without the players, there's no league. And that's
Yeah, I
what these
understand.
players gotta understand.
Yeah, that's
They need
true,
to
but
go
they're
on
not gonna do
strike.
it. Yeah, but they're not gonna do it. I understand what you're saying about the players and everything, but the owners they never do it. They never did it in the past, and they're not gonna do it now. They not.
Hey, these players start boycotting this shit. They'll listen.
Yeah, but they don't. But a lot of us not social like we are. They don't know the history. They don't know that there are people in the past had paid the price because it was not taught in their house.
Then we'll
It
need
was
to
not
boycott
taught.
then. See, what it is they also need the viewership. If they don't have the viewership, even if they have the players, if they're not getting viewership, that's going to also hurt their money because then sponsors are people who sell these products and stuff that had to have those viewers become customers. They don't see no potential customers because of no viewers. Those sponsors will go away and stuff like that. So that's going to hurt their money and then maybe we got to try to convince the players to boycott, or at least not all of them, just enough of them. But we may have to join in the boycott as well. We have to also call the NBA headquarters and express our complaints towards them and stuff like that, saying that if you don't do this, we're going to do that. We got to tell the NBA what we feel about what's happening to these players.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
Well, on
these
that note,
fans are crazy,
I'm
man.
in on that
They be
note, y'all.
coming
I
up with
appreciate
anything. You don't know
that.
what these fans be having because just because you got security.
No, go ahead, finish your point, Eric.
All right, we appreciate you too, brother, regulating these bastards out here, man. Because if you ain't gonna do it, nobody ain't gonna do it. These fans out here are really crazy, man. You'll be surprised what these fans can get into these stadiums and stuff. Cause you'll never know. They might have a gun. They might have anything. Hell, even a grenade. You never know what these fans will happen. Cause the way that the world is now, you can't really go nowhere without worrying about somebody trying to kill you or hurt you or harm you and your family. So they gotta really regulate these dudes. But it ain't gonna happen until something like really something happen. Like
Yeah. And another thing is, what was I about to say? The person that spit at Jason Tatum, you don't know if that person that spit at that basketball player may have some kind of illness that's contamination and stuff like that. That person could have had COVID or HIV or diabetes. Oh, no, that's not contagious, but some kind of disease that could be contagious. So that's another thing. And the person who threw the popcorn, you don't know what these viruses these people have. That could spread when you're spitting and throwing food and stuff like that. That could spread viruses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you can get the players sick, and who knows who else.
Yeah. I'm right there with y'all on that. I'm right there with y'all on all that. That shit crazy. And you know what? Based on what happened, the Knicks put out a statement saying that only if they make it to the next round, only people that's vaccinated can enter the arena.
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's the deal with the Rona. That's the Rona. But what about other viruses? Like I said, Rona ain't the only virus. You got you got other viruses too, like the flu, STD, and stuff like that can be spread by just germs from foods and spit and stuff like that. Bodily fluids is spit.
Yeah,
So
that's true too.
that vaccine, that's only for one virus. What about these other ones?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with y'all on all that, bro. Yeah, that's an excellent point. But on that note, I gotta get up out of here. I got some things to take care of today, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my hustle on. I appreciate
All right.
it.
I'll
Appreciate
probably
you
got
guys.
some stuff to do anyway, but thank you for inviting me.
I mean, always, J Dog. Hey, go subscribe to J Dog FBA. Subscribe to the Underrated Darkness. I know Eric Johnson, you got a channel where you collect music and all that. So if you got it, so go subscribe to all my brother's channels. T
All right,
Price,
thank you. Appreciate you.
Subscribe
Be
to my
safe out there, y'all.
Patreon too.
yeah,
But
man,
thank
appreciate
you.
you.
Yeah, thank y'all.
So on that note, I'm out of here,
Too, man.
y'all.
Everybody be safe out there.
This
All
your
right.
boy. Scream at me.